Property and Casualty Exam Prep Houston. Question 1. An additional insured endorsement. Option A reduces coverage. Option B extends coverage to another person or organization for liability arising from the named insured's operations. Option C cancels the policy. Option D increases the premium without adding coverage. The correct answer is option A, reduces coverage. Additional insured status extends liability protection to parties with a business relationship to the named insured. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 2. In a unilateral contract, option A, both parties make enforceable promises. Option B, only one party makes an enforceable promise. Option C, neither party makes a promise. Option D, the contract is void. The correct answer is option B, only one party makes an enforceable promise. In insurance, the insurer makes the promise to pay, the insured is not obligated to continue paying premiums. Question 3. The PAP excludes liability coverage for option A, permissive users, option B, intentional acts, business use of certain vehicles, and vehicles furnished for regular use, option C, the named insured, option D, family members. The correct answer is option B, intentional acts, business use of certain vehicles, and vehicles furnished for regular use. Intentional acts, certain business uses, and vehicles available for regular use are excluded. Question 4. A morale hazard involves option A, intentional dishonesty, option B, carelessness or indifference to loss because insurance exists, option C, physical conditions increasing risk, option D, legal conditions increasing risk. The correct answer is option B, carelessness or indifference to loss because insurance exists. Morale hazard is carelessness or indifference to loss because the person has insurance coverage. Question 5. Employment practices liability insurance, EPLI, covers option A, workers' compensation claims, option B, claims alleging discrimination, harassment, wrongful termination, and retaliation, option C, general liability, option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option C, general liability. EPLI covers employment-related wrongful acts. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 6. The care, custody, or control exclusion in a liability policy excludes option A, damage to the insured's own property, option B, damage to personal property in the insured's care, custody, or control, option C, bodily injury to others, option D, completed operations. The correct answer is option C, bodily injury to others. This exclusion applies to property of others that is under the insured's direct physical control. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 7. The nuclear energy liability exclusion in a commercial auto policy. Option A, covers nuclear accidents. Option B, excludes losses from nuclear energy hazards, covered by specialized nuclear pools. Option C, is optional. Option D, only applies to power plants. The correct answer is option B, excludes losses from nuclear energy hazards, covered by specialized nuclear pools. Nuclear risks are excluded and insured through specialized nuclear insurance pools. Question 8. A family member in a PAP is defined as option A, any relative, option B, a person related to the named insured by blood, marriage, or adoption who resides in the same household, option C, only children under 18, option D, only the spouse. The correct answer is option A, any relative. Family members must be related and reside in the same household. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 9. The CGL policy's premium audit provision, option A, is optional. Option B, allows the insurer to adjust the premium based on actual exposure, sales, payroll, after the policy period. Option C, reduces coverage. Option D, has no effect on premium. The correct answer is option B, allows the insurer to adjust the premium based on actual exposure, sales, payroll, after the policy period. Auditable policies allow final premium adjustment based on actual exposure. Question 10. A sign coverage form, inland marine, covers option A, all signs regardless of value, option B, neon, mechanical, and electrical signs, option C, only hand-painted signs, option D, only permanent signs. The correct answer is option C, only hand-painted signs. Sign floaters cover valuable signs, particularly neon and electrical signs. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 11. The period of restoration for business income coverage ends when option A, the policy expires, option B, the property is repaired or replaced, or business resumes at a new location, option C, the insurer decides, option D, 1 year after the loss. The correct answer is option D, 1 year after the loss. The period ends when the property should be repaired, replaced, or business resumes with reasonable speed. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 12. An employee is insured in a commercial auto policy is covered for, option A, any vehicle they drive, option B, only when driving a covered auto in the course of employment, option C, personal use of company vehicles, option D, any use of any vehicle. The correct answer is option C, personal use of company vehicles. Employees are insured only while using a covered auto within the scope of their employment. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 13. Under pro rata liability, if two policies each have a $100,000 limit and a $100,000 loss occurs, each pays, option A, $100,000, option B, $50,000, option C, $25,000, option D, $0. The correct answer is option C, $25,000. Each policy pays its proportion, $100,000/$200,000 equals 50% of the loss, each equals $50,000. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 14. The PAPS territory provision covers, option A, worldwide, option B, the United States, its territories, and Canada, option C, North America only, option D, the entire Western Hemisphere. The correct answer is option B, the United States, its territories, and Canada. The standard PAP territory is the U.S., its territories and possessions, Puerto Rico, and Canada. Question 15. The other insurance clause in a commercial property policy addresses, option A, whether other insurance is permitted, option B, how the policy shares losses with other insurance covering the same property, option C, the insurer's subrogation rights, option D, cancellation. The correct answer is option A, whether other insurance is permitted. The other insurance clause describes how loss payment is shared among multiple policies. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 16. A deductible in an insurance policy is, option A, the premium paid by the insured, option B, the amount the insured must pay out of pocket before the insurer pays, option C, the maximum amount the insurer will pay, option D, the agent's commission. The correct answer is option D, the agent's commission. A deductible is the portion of a loss that the insured bears before insurance coverage applies. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 17. The period of restoration in a business income policy begins, option A, when the policy is purchased, option B, when the physical loss occurs, option C, 72 hours after the physical loss, option D, when the business reopens. The correct answer is option C, 72 hours after the physical loss. The period of restoration typically begins 72 hours after the physical loss occurs, unless a waiting period is eliminated. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 18. Garagekeeper's legal liability covers, option A, the garage building, option B, damage to customers' vehicles in the garage's care, custody, or control, option C, the garage owner's personal auto, option D, employee injuries. The correct answer is option C, the garage owner's personal auto. Garagekeeper's coverage protects against damage to customers' vehicles at the garage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 19. The HO4 policy is designed for, option A, homeowners, option B, condominium owners, option C, renters, tenants, option D, mobile homeowners. The correct answer is option D, mobile homeowners. HO4, or renter's form, covers a tenant's personal property and provides liability coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 20. The equipment breakdown coverage form, formerly boiler and machinery, covers, option A, wear and tear, option B, sudden and accidental breakdown of covered equipment, option C, normal maintenance, option D, employee errors. The correct answer is option D, employee errors. Equipment breakdown covers sudden and accidental mechanical or electrical breakdown. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 21. The claims made CGL form covers, option A, occurrences during the policy period, option B, claims first made during the policy period, provided the occurrence is after the retroactive date, option C, all claims regardless of when made, option D, only reported claims. The correct answer is option B, claims first made during the policy period, provided the occurrence is after the retroactive date. Claims made policies are triggered by the claim being made during the policy period. Question 22. Comprehensive, other than collision, coverage pays for, option A, collision with another vehicle, option B, fire, theft, vandalism, falling objects, and contact with animals. Option C, upset only. Option D, liability. The correct answer is option C, upset only. Comprehensive covers non-collision losses. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 23. An insured contract in a CGL policy includes: Option A, all contracts without exception. Option B, lease agreements, sidetrack agreements, elevator maintenance agreements, and indemnity agreements. Option C, only construction contracts. Option D, only employment contracts. The correct answer is option B, lease agreements, sidetrack agreements, elevator maintenance agreements, and indemnity agreements. Insured contracts are specific types of contracts where liability assumed is covered. Question 24. The contractual liability exclusion in the CGL has an exception for: Option A, all contracts. Option B, liability assumed under an insured contract. Option C, only written contracts. Option D, only oral agreements. The correct answer is option B, liability assumed under an insured contract. Insured contracts, leases, sidetrack agreements, etc., are covered. Question 25. The honesty or faithful performance exclusion in a commercial property policy excludes: Option A, employee theft. Option B, loss caused by dishonest or criminal acts of the insured or others with an interest in the property. Option C, all theft. Option D, vandalism. The correct answer is option A, employee theft. This exclusion applies to dishonest acts by the insured, partners, or others with a financial interest. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 26. A commercial property policy's causes of loss basic form covers: Option A, all perils unless excluded. Option B, a limited list of named perils. Option C, only fire and lightning. Option D, all risks. The correct answer is option C, only fire and lightning. The basic form covers approximately 11 named perils. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 27. Joint and several liability means: Option A, each defendant is only liable for their share. Option B, any defendant can be held responsible for the entire judgment, regardless of their percentage of fault. Option C, only one defendant can be sued. Option D, defendants share liability equally. The correct answer is option B, any defendant can be held responsible for the entire judgment, regardless of their percentage of fault. Joint and several liability allows the plaintiff to recover the full amount from any defendant. Question 28. The aggregate limit in a liability policy is: Option A, the per occurrence limit. Option B, the maximum the insurer will pay for all covered losses during the policy period. Option C, the deductible. Option D, the premium. The correct answer is option D, the premium. The aggregate limit is the total maximum payout for all claims during the policy period. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 29. The legal requirement that an insurance applicant must suffer a legitimate financial loss if the insured property is damaged is called: Option A, subrogation. Option B, insurable interest. Option C, consideration. Option D, utmost good faith. The correct answer is option B, insurable interest. Insurable interest prevents insurance from becoming a gambling contract by ensuring the policyholder is protected against actual financial hardship. Question 30. Supplementary payments under a CGL include: Option A, the judgment amount. Option B, court costs, prejudgment interest, and certain defense expenses in addition to limits. Option C, the deductible. Option D, the insured's personal attorney fees. The correct answer is option C, the deductible. Supplementary payments are made in addition to policy limits. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 31. Towing and labor coverage in a PAP. Option A, covers major repairs. Option B, pays for emergency roadside assistance and towing. Option C, is automatically included. Option D, replaces collision coverage. The correct answer is option A, covers major repairs. Towing and labor is an optional coverage for roadside assistance. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 32. The MCS 90 endorsement in commercial auto policies. Option A, is optional for all carriers. Option B, is required for motor carriers subject to federal regulations, guaranteeing payment for liability. Option C, reduces coverage. Option D, applies only to interstate carriers. The correct answer is option C, reduces coverage. MCS 90 guarantees compliance with federal financial responsibility requirements. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 33. Assigned risk plans for auto insurance. Option A, are for preferred risks. Option B, provide coverage to drivers who cannot obtain insurance in the voluntary market. Option C, offer lower rates. Option D, are optional for all drivers. The correct answer is option C, offer lower rates. Assigned risk plans are the market of last resort for high-risk drivers. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 34. The product's completed operations aggregate limit in a CGL policy. Option A applies to all claims. Option B limits the total payout for product's completed operations claims during the policy period. Option C is the same as the general aggregate. Option D has no limit. The correct answer is option C, is the same as the general aggregate. The product's completed operations aggregate is a separate limit within the CGL. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 35. Installing a sprinkler system is an example of option A, risk avoidance. Option B, risk reduction. Option C, risk transfer. Option D, risk retention. The correct answer is option B, risk reduction. Risk reduction, or risk control, involves taking steps to reduce the frequency or severity of losses. Question 36. Expediting expenses coverage pays for. Option A, normal operating costs. Option B, extra costs to speed up repair or replacement of damaged property. Option C, routine maintenance. Option D, employee wages. The correct answer is option A, normal operating costs. Expediting expenses are additional costs incurred to reduce the period of restoration. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 37. Protective safeguards endorsements in commercial property insurance. Option A have no effect on coverage. Option B require the insured to maintain specified protective devices, sprinklers, alarms. Option C increase coverage. Option D reduce premiums without conditions. The correct answer is option D, reduce premiums without conditions. Protective safeguard endorsements require maintenance of specified safety devices. Failure can suspend coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 38. Which of the following is an example of a peril? Option A, slippery floor. Option B, fire. Option C, icy sidewalk. Option D, poor lighting. The correct answer is option C, icy sidewalk. A peril is the actual cause of loss, such as fire, wind, or theft. Hazards are conditions that increase the likelihood of a peril occurring. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 39. A dishonest individual intentionally fakes a slip-and-fall accident to collect insurance money. This behavior is an example of A. Option A, physical hazard. Option B, moral hazard. Option C, morale hazard. Option D, legal hazard. The correct answer is option A, physical hazard. Moral hazards arise from dishonest or fraudulent behavior by the insured. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 40. The insurance mechanism that pulls premiums from many policyholders to pay the losses of a few is known as option A, risk retention. Option B, risk avoidance. Option C, risk sharing. Option D, self-insurance. The correct answer is option A, risk retention. Risk sharing, or risk pooling, is the fundamental mechanism of insurance. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 41. The pair and set clause in a homeowner's policy means option A, the insurer pays the full value for one of a pair. Option B, the insurer pays the difference between the value of the pair and the value of the remaining item. Option C, no coverage for pairs. Option D, the insured must surrender the remaining item. The correct answer is option C, no coverage for pairs. The insurer has the option to pay the difference in value or repair/replace the lost item. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 42. The false pretense coverage in a garage form covers option A, theft by employees. Option B, loss when a vehicle is voluntarily parted with based on fraudulent representation. Option C, only outright theft. Option D, only burglary. The correct answer is option B, loss when a vehicle is voluntarily parted with based on fraudulent representation. False pretense covers situations where a vehicle is obtained through fraud or trickery. Question 43. Towing and labor coverage in a PAP. Option A, covers major repairs. Option B, pays for towing and emergency roadside labor at the breakdown site. Option C, is automatically included. Option D, covers fuel delivery only. The correct answer is option A, covers major repairs. Towing and labor coverage pays for towing and basic roadside services. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 44. The duty to defend in a liability policy means option A, the insurer must pay all claims regardless of coverage. Option B, the insurer must provide a legal defense against covered claims. Option C, the insured must defend themselves. Option D, the insurer only pays settlements. The correct answer is option C, the insured must defend themselves. The insurer has the duty to defend the insured against suits seeking damages for covered claims. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 45. Market conduct examinations by state insurance departments review. Option A. An insurer's financial condition only. Option B. An insurer's sales, advertising, underwriting, and claims practices. Option C. Only premium rates. Option D. Only agent licensing. The correct answer is option D. Only agent licensing. Market conduct exams focus on treatment of policyholders and compliance with laws. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 46. An inland marine policy covers. Option A. Ocean-going vessels only. Option B. Property in transit over land and certain movable property. Option C. Real estate. Option D. Automobiles. The correct answer is option C. Real estate. Inland marine insurance covers property that moves or is transportable, such as cargo, fine arts, and equipment. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 47. Compensatory damages include. Option A. Only punitive amounts. Option B. Both special damages, economic, and general damages, non-economic. Option C. Only pain and suffering. Option D. Only medical bills. The correct answer is option B. Both special damages, economic, and general damages, non-economic. Compensatory damages include both economic, medical bills, lost wages, and non-economic, pain and suffering, losses. Question 48. A personal auto policy typically excludes coverage for. Option A. Personal use. Option B. Livery use, transporting people for hire, unless specifically endorsed. Option C. Commuting to work. Option D. Running errands. The correct answer is option A. Personal use. Using a personal vehicle for hire, taxi, rideshare without proper endorsement, is excluded. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 49. The primary purpose of an insurance policy is to. Option A. Offer a guaranteed profit to the policyholder. Option B. Restore the insured to their approximate financial position before the loss. Option C. Eliminate the occurrence of catastrophic events. Option D. Serve as a long-term investment vehicle. The correct answer is option B. Restore the insured to their approximate financial position before the loss. The principle of indemnity ensures that insurance restores the insured to their pre-loss financial condition, without profiting from the loss. Question 50. The liquor liability coverage form covers. Option A. Social hosts. Option B. Businesses that sell, serve, or furnish alcoholic beverages. Option C. All alcohol-related claims. Option D. Only bars. The correct answer is option C. All alcohol-related claims. Liquor liability covers businesses in the alcohol industry. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 51. The vacancy clause in a property policy typically. Option A. Provides additional coverage for vacant buildings. Option B. Suspends coverage for certain perils if the building is vacant for more than 60 days. Option C. Has no effect on coverage. Option D. Reduces premiums for vacant buildings. The correct answer is option A. Provides additional coverage for vacant buildings. Vacancy, absence of people and contents, for 60+ days suspends coverage for perils like vandalism and water damage. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 52. Host liquor liability under a homeowner's policy. Option A. Covers a business serving alcohol. Option B. Covers the insured who serves alcohol to guests at a social event, not a business. Option C. Excludes all alcohol-related claims. Option D. Requires a separate policy. The correct answer is option A. Covers a business serving alcohol. Host liquor liability covers social hosts, not those in the business of selling alcohol. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 53. Uninsured motorist coverage protects against. Option A. Damage to the insured's vehicle from any cause. Option B. Bodily injury caused by a driver with no insurance. Option C. All hit-and-run property damage. Option D. The insured's own negligence. The correct answer is option C. All hit-and-run property damage. Covers by from uninsured or hit-and-run drivers. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 54. The general aggregate limit in a CGL policy. Option A. Only applies to premises claims. Option B. Caps the total payout for all covered claims except products completed operations. Option C. Is unlimited. Option D. Applies per occurrence. The correct answer is option D. Applies per occurrence. The general aggregate is the maximum for all non-products claims. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 55. The fellow employee exclusion in a commercial auto policy excludes. Option A. All employee injuries. Option B, injuries to fellow employees in the course of employment. Option C, only management injuries. Option D, only non-employee injuries. The correct answer is option A, all employee injuries. This exclusion prevents duplication with workers' compensation. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 56. The commercial auto policy's general conditions include all except. Option A, bankruptcy of the insured does not relieve the insurer of obligations. Option B, the policy may be cancelled only by the insurer. Option C, concealment or fraud voids coverage. Option D, terms may be changed only by endorsement. The correct answer is option B, the policy may be cancelled only by the insurer. The insured can also cancel the policy. The insurer must provide notice per state law. Question 57. Directors and officers, D&O, liability insurance covers. Option A, the corporation's physical assets. Option B, wrongful acts of directors and officers in their management of the company. Option C, employee injuries. Option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option A, the corporation's physical assets. D&O insurance protects directors and officers from claims alleging mismanagement. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 58. Cargo coverage in a trucker's policy covers. Option A, the truck itself. Option B, goods being transported that belong to others. Option C, the driver's personal items. Option D, the trailer only. The correct answer is option C, the driver's personal items. Motor truck cargo covers the carrier's liability for damage to cargo. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 59. Which of the following perils is typically excluded from a standard unendorsed homeowner's policy? Option A, fire. Option B, windstorm. Option C, flood. Option D, theft. The correct answer is option C, flood. Flood, earthquake, and mudslide are standard exclusions on most property policies and require separate policies. Question 60. A combined single limit, CSL, for liability. Option A, separates bodily injury and property damage limits. Option B, provides one limit for all bodily injury and property damage arising from one accident. Option C, only covers bodily injury. Option D, only covers property damage. The correct answer is option B, provides one limit for all bodily injury and property damage arising from one accident. CSL provides a single dollar limit for all BI and PD from one occurrence. Question 61. A fleet auto policy typically provides. Option A, coverage for a single vehicle. Option B, coverage for multiple vehicles under one policy, often with experience rating. Option C, only liability coverage. Option D, only physical damage coverage. The correct answer is option C, only liability coverage. Fleet policies cover multiple vehicles, typically 5+, under a single policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 62. The primary purpose of liability insurance is to. Option A, pay for damage to the insured's own property. Option B, protect the insured against financial loss from legal claims made by others. Option C, cover medical expenses of the insured. Option D, pay the insured's lost wages. The correct answer is option B, protect the insured against financial loss from legal claims made by others. Liability insurance covers the insured's legal obligation to pay damages to others for bodily injury or property damage. Question 63. Excess insurance means. Option A, the policy pays first. Option B, the policy pays only after primary insurance limits are exhausted. Option C, the policy pays equally with primary. Option D, no coverage exists. The correct answer is option C, the policy pays equally with primary. Excess coverage applies above and beyond primary policy limits. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 64. Coverage F of a homeowner's policy provides. Option A, personal liability. Option B, medical payments to others. Option C, dwelling coverage. Option D, personal property. The correct answer is option B, medical payments to others. Coverage F pays for medical expenses of others injured on the insured's property or by the insured's activities, regardless of fault. Question 65. Defamation by an insurance producer involves. Option A, complimenting a competitor. Option B, making false, malicious statements about another insurer's financial condition. Option C, comparing policies accurately. Option D, advertising one's own products. The correct answer is option D, advertising one's own products. Defamation includes false statements intended to harm another insurer or producer. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 66. A hit-and-run accident is covered under which PAP coverage? Option A, collision for property damage, for bodily injury if the driver is unidentified. Option B, only liability. Option C, only comprehensive. Option D, only medical payments. The correct answer is option B, only liability. Covers by from hit and run, collision covers vehicle damage, with deductible. Question 67. A legal duty of care arises from, option A, only written contracts. Option B, the obligation to act as a reasonable person would under similar circumstances. Option C, criminal statutes only. Option D, voluntary assumption only. The correct answer is option D, voluntary assumption only. Duty of care is the legal obligation to exercise reasonable care to avoid harming others. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 68. The pollution exclusion in the CGL is, option A, limited. Option B, absolute, with very limited exceptions. Option C, optional. Option D, only for gradual pollution. The correct answer is option A, limited. The absolute pollution exclusion broadly excludes pollution-related claims. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 69. A proof of loss form must be submitted. Option A, before the loss occurs. Option B, within a specified time after the loss, usually 60 days. Option C, only if the insurer requests it. Option D, never. The correct answer is option C, only if the insurer requests it. The insured must submit a sworn proof of loss within the time specified in the policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 70. Professional liability insurance for architects and engineers covers. Option A, bodily injury from slip and fall. Option B, financial losses from errors, omissions, or negligent design. Option C, only property damage. Option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option A, bodily injury from slip and fall. A&E professional liability covers economic losses from professional negligence. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 71. A personal umbrella policy typically requires underlying limits of, option A, no underlying insurance. Option B, specified minimums, example, $300,000 on homeowners, $250,000/$500,000 on auto. Option C, only auto insurance. Option D, only homeowners insurance. The correct answer is option B, specified minimums, example, $300,000 on homeowners, $250,000/$500,000 on auto. Umbrella policies require underlying insurance with minimum limits. Question 72. Under contributory negligence, if a plaintiff is even 1% at fault, option A, they recover reduced damages. Option B, they recover nothing. Option C, they recover full damages. Option D, the defendant is always liable. The correct answer is option B, they recover nothing. Contributory negligence is a complete bar to recovery. Any fault by the plaintiff prevents recovery. Question 73. An insurer must pay or deny a claim within, option A, 1 year, option B, a specified period after receiving proof of loss, varies by state. Option C, no time limit. Option D, 6 months. The correct answer is option A, 1 year. Prompt payment laws require timely resolution of claims. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 74. The peril evidence rule in insurance means, option A, oral agreements can change the written policy. Option B, the written policy is the complete agreement, prior oral statements cannot contradict it. Option C, only oral agreements are binding. Option D, the policy is not binding. The correct answer is option C, only oral agreements are binding. Peril evidence rule protects the integrity of the written contract. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 75. A hostile fire is, option A, a fire contained in its intended place. Option B, a fire that leaves its intended place and causes damage. Option C, a friendly fire. Option D, not covered by insurance. The correct answer is option A, a fire contained in its intended place. A hostile fire escapes its intended confines, fireplace, furnace, and causes damage, it is covered. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 76. The HO6 policy is designed for, option A, single-family homeowners. Option B, condominium unit owners. Option C, renters. Option D, landlords. The correct answer is option A, single-family homeowners. HO6 is the condominium unit owners form. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 77. A non-admitted, unauthorized, insurer, option A, is licensed in the state. Option B, is not licensed in the state but may write surplus lines coverage through licensed brokers. Option C, cannot write any coverage. Option D, is always an alien insurer. The correct answer is option B, is not licensed in the state but may write surplus lines coverage through licensed brokers. Non-admitted insurers are not licensed but may write surplus lines under specific conditions. Question 78. Which of the following damages is designed to compensate an injured party for measurable monetary losses like medical bills and lost wages? Option A, punitive damages. Option B, general damages. Option C, special damages. Option D, nominal damages. The correct answer is option D, nominal damages. Special, or specific, damages are economic losses that can be calculated and documented through bills and receipts. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 79. A homeowner's policy's coverage provides. Option A, dwelling coverage. Option B, personal property coverage. Option C, loss of use. Option D, personal liability. The correct answer is option D, personal liability. Coverage E is personal liability insurance. Question 80. Reasonable expectations doctrine means. Option A, the insured's expectations are irrelevant. Option B, if policy language is ambiguous, the insured's reasonable expectations may prevail. Option C, the insurer's expectations control. Option D, only the literal policy language matters. The correct answer is option D, only the literal policy language matters. Courts may interpret ambiguous policies in favor of the insured's reasonable expectations. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 81. An admitted, authorized, insurer. Option A, is not licensed in the state. Option B, is licensed and authorized to transact insurance in the state. Option C, only writes surplus lines. Option D, is always an alien insurer. The correct answer is option A, is not licensed in the state. Admitted insurers hold a certificate of authority from the state. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 82. Financial examination by state insurance departments reviews. Option A, claims handling. Option B, an insurer's financial solvency and compliance with accounting standards. Option C, agent conduct. Option D, advertising practices. The correct answer is option A, claims handling. Financial exams assess the insurer's financial health. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 83. The subrogation provision in a PAP allows the insurer to. Option A, cancel the policy. Option B, recover claim payments from a responsible third party. Option C, deny all claims. Option D, increase premiums. The correct answer is option D, increase premiums. Subrogation transfers the insured's recovery rights to the insurer. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 84. The omnibus clause in an auto policy. Option A, covers only the named insured. Option B, extends coverage to permissive users. Option C, excludes all other drivers. Option D, reduces coverage. The correct answer is option C, excludes all other drivers. Permissive use extends liability coverage to those using the vehicle with permission. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 85. Other than collision, comprehensive coverage covers. Option A, collision with another vehicle. Option B, losses such as fire, theft, vandalism, falling objects, and contact with animals. Option C, upset of the vehicle. Option D, liability for injuries to others. The correct answer is option D, liability for injuries to others. Comprehensive covers non-collision losses. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 86. An electronic data processing (EDP) policy covers. Option A, only the building. Option B, computer equipment, data, and media. Option C, only hardware. Option D, only software. The correct answer is option B, computer equipment, data, and media. EDP policies cover computer hardware, software, data, and extra expenses related to computer system disruption. Question 87. The primary regulator of the insurance industry in the United States is. Option A, the federal government. Option B, individual state insurance departments. Option C, the NAIC directly. Option D, the SEC. The correct answer is option B, individual state insurance departments. Insurance is primarily regulated by the states under the McCarran-Ferguson Act. Question 88. Motor carrier coverage form is designed for. Option A, for hire carriers. Option B, businesses that transport their own goods, private carriers. Option C, passenger vehicles. Option D, only rental companies. The correct answer is option D, only rental companies. Motor carrier forms are for private carriers transporting their own property. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 89. A drive other car endorsement for a commercial auto policy. Option A, covers all vehicles. Option B extends coverage to named individuals for non-owned vehicles when the policy insures only scheduled autos. Option C reduces coverage. Option D only covers business use. The correct answer is option D, only covers business use. Doc endorsement fills the coverage gap for individuals who don't have personal auto policies. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 90. Punitive damages are intended to: Option A, compensate the victim for actual losses. Option B, punish the defendant for egregious conduct and deter similar behavior. Option C, pay medical bills. Option D, cover lost wages. The correct answer is option A, compensate the victim for actual losses. Punitive, exemplary, damages go beyond compensation to punish and deter. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 91. The salvage value of a totaled vehicle. Option A, belongs to the insured. Option B, belongs to the insurer after they pay the total loss settlement. Option C, is discarded. Option D, is donated to charity. The correct answer is option B, belongs to the insurer after they pay the total loss settlement. The insurer takes possession of the salvage and deducts its value from the settlement. Question 92. Coverage C of the CGL policy provides: Option A, bodily injury liability. Option B, medical payments, no-fault medical expenses for injuries on premises. Option C, personal injury liability. Option D, products liability. The correct answer is option D, products liability. Coverage C is medical payments coverage, regardless of fault. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 93. Which of the following best defines a pure risk? Option A, a situation involving the possibility of both loss and gain. Option B, a situation involving the possibility of loss or no loss. Option C, a situation involving the possibility of gain or no gain. Option D, a situation involving only market volatility. The correct answer is option A, a situation involving the possibility of both loss and gain. Pure risk exists when there is a chance of loss but no chance of financial gain. These are the only types of risks that are typically insurable. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 94. Business personal property includes: Option A, the building structure. Option B, furniture, fixtures, equipment, and inventory. Option C, land. Option D, vehicles. The correct answer is option B, furniture, fixtures, equipment, and inventory. Business personal property includes contents owned by the insured used in the business. Question 95. Comprehensive coverage in a PAP is typically written with: Option A, no deductible ever. Option B, a deductible, which may be lower than the collision deductible. Option C, a mandatory percentage deductible. Option D, the same deductible as collision. The correct answer is option A, no deductible ever. Comprehensive coverage usually has a deductible, often lower than the collision deductible. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 96. Waiver of subrogation endorsement in a commercial auto policy. Option A, increases subrogation rights. Option B, prevents the insurer from pursuing recovery against a specified party. Option C, allows the insured to sue anyone. Option D, voids coverage. The correct answer is option C, allows the insured to sue anyone. Waiver of subrogation gives up the insurer's right to recover from a specified third party. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 97. Personal injury protection, PIP, coverage typically includes: Option A, only medical expenses. Option B, medical expenses, lost wages, and essential services regardless of fault. Option C, only property damage. Option D, only liability. The correct answer is option A, only medical expenses. PIP provides broad first-party benefits including medical, wage loss, and replacement services. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 98. The financial responsibility law requires drivers to: Option A, pay for their own vehicle repairs. Option B, demonstrate the ability to pay for damages they may cause, typically through insurance. Option C, own a vehicle. Option D, have a driver's license only. The correct answer is option A, pay for their own vehicle repairs. Financial responsibility laws require proof of ability to pay for buy and PD costs to others. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 99. Symbol 7 in a business auto policy designates: Option A, any auto. Option B, specifically described autos. Option C, hired autos only. Option D, non-owned autos only. The correct answer is option C, hired autos only. Symbol 7 covers specifically described, scheduled, vehicles. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 100. Collision coverage in a PAP is typically written with: Option A, no deductible. Option B, a deductible selected by the insured. Option C, a mandatory $1,000 deductible. Option D, a percentage deductible. The correct answer is option D, a percentage deductible. Collision coverage usually has a deductible chosen by the insured. In this rotation, D is correct.